University Challenge. Asking the questions, Amol Rajan.
Hello and welcome to University Challenge, where another two teams are about to compete to join UCL in this year's quarter-finals. This round of the tournament allows them very little room for error. It doesn't matter how close tonight's match is or how high the scores are, the losing team will be leaving the competition. The team from Durham have had to play twice to get to this point. They lost their first match to Oriel College, Oxford, but their score was high enough to earn them a second chance at qualification in the form of a playoff against SOAS, which they won eventually on a tie-break. So far, they've shown us they know a lot about philosophy, biology and modern literature, but they also showed a worrying tendency to interrupt starters incorrectly. Let's meet the team from Durham for the third time.
Hello, I'm Joe Ansell. I'm originally from South Gloucestershire and I'm reading history.
Hi, I'm Amelia Brookfield-Pertuzini. I'm from Balham in South London and I'm reading English literature.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Jake Roberts. I'm from Goose Street in Cheshire and I'm reading physics.
Hi, I'm Luke Nash. I'm from Hindleveston in North Norfolk and I'm studying for a Masters in Biology.
They're facing this year's team from the Open University, who began their series campaign with a hard-earned win over UCL. That match was decided on the bonuses. Both teams took exactly the same number of starters, but Open converted 2/3 of their follow-ups, while their opponents managed only half. They answered particularly well on fashion design, football history and hip-hop firsts, but looked slightly less confident on Gothic architecture, modern literature and the Bible. Let's meet the team from Open University once again.
Hi, I'm Nicky Maven. I'm from Jarrah in South Tyneside and I'm studying natural sciences.
Hi, I'm Tom Barber. I'm from Bournemouth and I'm studying physics.
And their captain?
Hi, I'm Kerry Westerman, originally from Denmark. I now live and work in Glasgow and I'm studying for a degree in art history.
Hi, I'm Hector Payne. I'm from Teddington in Middlesex and I'm studying for a Masters in Finance.
Nice to see you guys again, Open, and nice to see you too, Durham. Fingers on buzzers, here's your first starter for 10. Located at an elevation of around 1,500 metres, which southern African capital was founded in 1890 at the spot where the British South Africa Company's pioneer column halted its march into Mashonaland? Its current name is derived from that of the outcast chief who was occupying the area when the pioneer column arrived, but it was originally named after the Prime Minister of the time.
Durham Nash.
Ferrari.
It is Harare, yes. Your bonus is down to 3 questions on an artistic medium. Marietta Barovia was one of the few known female artists in which medium in medieval Venice? Her father, Angelo, is credited with perfecting its cristallo form.
Glass?
Cristallo.
Yeah, I was going to say glass, like stained glass.
Okay, you get that? Yeah. Glass?
Yes. Due to the tendency of glass factories to catch fire, glass manufacturers in Venice were restricted to which island? Its name is often used to refer to Venetian glass in general.
This is Murano.
If you're happy to go with it, go for it.
Murano?
Yes, it is.
Well done.
With its name deriving from the Italian for milk, opaque Latimo glass was developed in around 1500 to imitate what other material?
So,
Leche?
latte.
No. Vellum, like skin.
Could be. If it's like opaque, whitey colour, if we're going for leche.
Should we get that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Vellum.
No, it's porcelain.
Oh, yeah.
Let's start the question. The first 3 letters in the programming language MATLAB and the letter M in the acronym AMOLED, a display technology used in smartphones, stand for what word from the Latin for womb or source? In mathematics,
Durham Ansell.
Matrix.
it is matrix, yes. Your bonuses then, Durham, are 3 questions about pirates. Known as the Pirate Queen, the Irish woman Gráinne O'Malley was granted an audience with which English monarch after she petitioned for the release of her sons and half-brother who had been imprisoned by Richard Bingham?
Any idea of a rough date?
Well, the golden age of piracy was looking
later,
late.
like Queen
Yeah,
Anne.
I'd say maybe like one of the earlier Georges.
Yeah, George the First. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. George the First.
Elizabeth I. The French for seamanship, what term was used for the agreements entered into by pirates, seen by some as proto-same-sex marriages, in which one party could inherit money and property on the death of the other?
I've got no idea. Not
Well,
like
could it be
Buccaneer.
entente or something?
Entente.
I've got nothing else.
Entente.
Entente.
No, it's Matelotage. Finally, captain of the Queen Anne's Revenge, which pirate was killed in a 1718 battle by members of the Royal Navy led by Lieutenant Robert Maynard?
Is it Blackbeard or Bartholomew Roberts?
I thought it was Black.
I thought it was black.
If the majority goes Blackbeard, then I'm happy to.
Blackbeard.
It was Blackbeard, yes, Edward Teach. Another starter question now. The 1554 work Lazarillo de Tormes and the 1599 work Guzman de Alfarache are widely credited as originating which specific genre of narrative fiction, which takes its name from a Spanish word meaning rogue or scoundrel?
Open Maving.
Picaresque.
It is picaresque, yes, well done. You're off the mark and your bonuses open are 3 questions on alternating current. The equivalent voltage of an alternating current source that will produce the same effect as a given direct current source is known by the term RMS. For what does this abbreviation stand?
Do we have any idea at all?
Repeating
Something system?
things.
Nope. Nope. Pass.
Root mean square. What term denotes the circuit components used to transform alternating current to direct current for use in electronics? Their varieties include half-wave and full-wave types.
I'm absolutely not part of this.
No idea. I think.
Okay. Nominate Barper?
Alternator?
No, it's rectifiers. What name is given to the complex valued combination of resistance and reactance that represents the opposition to current flow in an AC circuit?
Again, this is not my area at all, so... Nope. Pass.
It's impedance. Let's start the question, and it's a picture round now. For your picture starter, you're going to see a silhouette of a British bird of prey in mid-dive. For 10 points, I need its common name.
Durham Nash.
Peregrine Falcon.
It is the peregrine falcon, yes. You saw the outline there of a peregrine falcon, a bird that is increasing in numbers across the UK following previous persecution. Your picture bonuses are silhouettes of other British birds of prey. 5 points for each you can name. First, for 5 points.
Buzzard.
Buzzard.
Yes. Secondly.
Sparrowhawk or goshawk. Judging by size, I'll go goshawk.
Goshawk.
Bad luck, sparrowhawk. And finally.
Red kite.
Red kite.
Red kite is correct. Well done. Let's start the question now. In a 2014 interview, which British artist said the following about her work? I paint flesh because I'm human. If you work in oil, as I do, it comes naturally. Flesh is just a...
Open Westerman.
Savile.
It is Jenny Savile, yes, well done. Your bonuses then open to 3 questions on a play by Shakespeare. The Globe Guide to Shakespeare refers to which play as both a drama of love said to lack the intensity of Romeo and Juliet and a transitional work, a comedy that dares to end in near tragedy. It is set in the Kingdom of Navarre.
Of Navarre.
Sorry.
France, Spain?
It's a comedy, it's a laugh. It could be As You Like It.
No, it's Love's Labour's Lost. Okay. After flouting the king's order that men of the court avoid women for 3 years, which comic character is condemned to eat only bran and water for a week? His name is an archaic term for head.
Head. No, I've not.
Touchstone or something, I don't know.
Yeah. Nominate Payne.
Touchstone?
No, it's costed. A composer named Adrian Leverkusen writes an opera based on Love's Labour's Lost. In which novel by Thomas Mann?
Thomas Mann.
That could be Death in
Death in Venice, yeah.
Death in Venice.
No, it's Dr. Faustus. Bad luck. Let's start a question now. Originating in a military standard of the Revolutionary War and featuring a white palmetto tree and crescent on a blue field, the flag of which US state?
Durham Nash.
South Carolina.
Well done, yes, it is. Your bonus is, Durham, with 3 questions on classical music. It's a quote. I saw in my imagination a solemn pagan rite. Sage elders seated in a circle watched a young girl dance herself to death. They were sacrificing her. These words of its composer describe the genesis of which major classical work first performed in 1913?
The Rite of Spring, 100%.
The Rite of Spring.
100%, yes. One of a pair of short pieces originally written for small ensemble. On a Spring Morning is one of the last works completed by which French composer before her death in 1918 at the age of just 24.
Lily Boulanger.
Final dynamics and performance directions were added posthumously by her sister.
Lily Boulanger.
I'll nominate you. Nominate Ansel.
Lily Boulanger.
Yes. What bird is named in the title of a 1912 orchestral piece by Frederick Delius? On hearing the first what in spring? In Saint-Saëns' Carnival of the Animals, this same bird is represented in the depths of the woods.
It's not the swan.
No, it's not the swan. Like a nightingale? Or
No,
whatever?
first song of
I
spring
think it
wouldn't
might
be
be
Nightingale.
lark, but should we go with that's not.
Lark's open fields is probably not.
What did you say?
Warbler or
Oh,
something.
could it be a woodpecker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woodpecker.
Said with such confidence, but no, it's a cuckoo. Bad luck. Let's start a question. In mechanics, what 7-letter adjective describes a force that acts on a line connecting two objects and depends only on the distance between them? In statistics, it appears in the name of a theorem stating that the distribution of a sample mean approaches the normal distribution for a large sample size.
Durham Nash.
Binomial.
No.
Open pane.
Poisson.
No, it's central. Let's start a question. What country's new wave of cinema in the 1960s includes films whose titles in English translation are Daisies, Closely Observed Trains, and The Fireman's Ball, directed respectively by Vera Kitilova, Jiří Menzel, and Miloš Forman?
Durham Nash.
Poland.
No.
Open pane.
Czech Republic.
Yes, I would accept that. Yeah, I'll check Czechoslovakia as well. Your bonuses then open are on large lakes in smaller countries. All 3 countries have a land area less than that of the UK. First, at an altitude of more than 1,900 metres, Lake Sevan forms a significant part of the area of what landlocked country? Several ancient Christian churches lie along the lake's shores.
That could be Eritrea, because
Is Ethiopia landlocked, is it?
It
Ethiopia
is,
has-
but it's bigger than the UK.
Okay,
Eritrea is bigger than the UK.
I
Then
think,
we think.
no, but Eritrea is not landlocked.
No, it
what
does,
about
of course not.
Ethiopia, maybe? Do you think? Because that's.
Who else can we
Could
can we
be.
think of anything else like Jordan or anything? No, no.
It could be Jordan, maybe.
Jordan.
No, it's Armenia. Bad luck. Separated from the Pacific Ocean by the narrow Rivas Isthmus, what is the only freshwater lake containing oceanic animal life? Also known as Kosibolka, it shares its name with that of a country of the Americas.
Isthmus would be Panama, surely.
Okay. Nominate Payne.
Panama.
Bad luck, it's Nicaragua. About 180 kilometres in length, Isikul, or Lake Isik, is the second largest mountain lake after Lake Titicaca. It is situated in the northern Tian Shan in what country?
And Shan's going to be China, surely, do you think?
But it's smaller than the UK.
Oh, sorry,
so I'm thinking,
sorry, yeah.
So I'm thinking possibly could it be Tajikistan? Could it be Kyrgyzstan?
Yeah, one of the stans. Which one?
Stans. What do you think?
Kyrgyzstan, maybe? Do you think?
Kyrgyzstan, I think.
Yeah, Kyrgyzstan.
Yes, correct, Kyrgyzstan, yes. Well done. Let's start a question. What word follows rock and marsh to give the common names of 2 unrelated edible plants? One, a member of the parsley family with aromatic leaves, also known as sea fennel. The other, a succulent whose small, naturally salty stems are sometimes called sea beans or sea asparagus.
Open Westerman.
Samphire.
Yes, well done. Your bonuses open are on morphogenesis, or the processes governing the shape of a biological organism. The German biologist Christiane Nusslein-Volhard discovered the first morphogenic protein, named bicoid, as part of her work on which popular model organism? Thomas Hunt Morgan had earlier used it to demonstrate sex-linked inheritance.
Do you think it's anything to do with Mendel's pod?
No.
Okay, okay,
Could
fine.
be fruit flies or nematodes.
Do you want me to nominate you?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Nominate Maving.
Nematodes?
No, we'd have accepted fruit fly as Drosophila. Bad luck. With a similar function to its desert and Indian counterparts, the morphogenic protein responsible for controlling the patterning of the central nervous system in vertebrates was named by Robert Riddle after which video game character? It can be inhibited by the aptly named protein robotnikinin.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes. Well done. In 1952, which renowned English mathematician published The Chemical Basis of Morphogenesis? In this paper, he outlined how a reaction diffusion theory of morphogenesis could produce stripes or spots, causing patterns now named after him.
What was the year?
1950 something.
1952, I think.
52. Is that too late for Russell? I don't know he's done anything with biology, so.
It could be around then. I'd go for it. Yeah.
Russell.
No, it's the great Alan Turing. Music round now. For your music starter, you'll hear part of the overture to an opera. For 10 points, name its composer.
Open pane.
Wagner.
Of course it is. It could only be Richard Wagner. For your music starter, you heard the overture to Wagner's Tannhauser, which, along with his opera Parsifal and Das Liebesverbot, features an ascending motif known as the Dresden Amen. Your music bonuses will be 3 more classical works that use this phrase in one way or another. Again, I just need you to name the composer of each. First.
Sounds 1900 to me.
No, it's romantic. It's in the early 1800s.
Early 1900s.
Could be Mendelssohn or something, maybe.
Okay. Nominate Payne.
Mendelssohn?
Yes. Secondly.
Bruckner.
Yes. Finally.
Mahler.
Mahler.
Well done. Very good. Listen to the quote here and then answer the question that follows. Quote, because us girls crave records and books and fanzines that speak to us, that we feel included in and can understand in our own ways. These words form the opening statement of the manifesto of which underground feminist punk movement and...
Open maving.
Riot Girl?
It is Riot Girl, yes. Your bonuses are on player managers in football. Following the departure of Glenn Hoddle, who became player manager of Chelsea in 1996, he led them to victory in the 1997 FA Cup, the first major English trophy won by a manager from outside Britain and Ireland.
Ruud Gullit.
Ruud Gullit.
Yes. Former Manchester City captain Vincent Kompany would make his managerial debut as player manager for which club? He managed to coach them to 4th in the Belgian League playoffs and qualified for the Europa Conference League.
Was it Anderlecht?
Anderlecht.
Yes. Who in 1985 became the first player manager of Liverpool? He would go on to win Liverpool's first league and FA Cup double in his first season, scoring the winner in their final league
Surely it's
game.
Dalglish, isn't it? Dalglish?
Yeah,
I think it was Dalglish.
Could have been, yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, Dalglish.
It is Kenny Dalglish, yes. Another starter question now. At the 2022 General Conference on Weights and Measures, a resolution was passed to discontinue what small adjustment made since 1972 to Coordinated Universal Time to correct for the difference between International Atomic Time and observed solar time, usually on either June the 30th or December the 31st at the end of the day.
Open maving.
Leap second?
It is the leap second. Well done. Your bonuses open are 3 questions on a stage work. A monologue consisting of one side of a woman's final telephone conversation with her lover, The Human Voice, is a 1930 play by which French writer and filmmaker?
Oh, could it be André Breton?
Go for it.
André Breton?
No, it's Cocteau. Which French composer adapted Cocteau's play into a one-act opera for solo, soprano and orchestra, which premiered in 1959? His other stage works include the ballet Les Biches and the opera Dialogues of the Carmelites.
Do you think that's Poulenc, maybe?
Nominate Payne.
Poulenc?
Yes. Released in 2020, a short film adaptation of The Human Voice starring Tilda Swinton was the first English-language production by which director? He has said the play also inspired his 1988 film, Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown.
Pedro Almodovar.
It is indeed, yes. Let's start the question. I need the title of a book here. A record titled I Cannot Be Played on Record Player X, demonstrating the incompleteness theorems, and the programming languages Bloop and Floop, demonstrating Turing completeness, appear in which Pulitzer Prize-winning work of 1979 by the US scholar Douglas Hofstadter? Anyone?
Durham Brookfield Pertesini.
Camille Paglia?
No. Anyone from Open?
It's right there, but no.
It's Gödel Escher Bach.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Bad luck. Let's start a question. With examples in the wild, including the grey wolf, the prairie dog, and the saguaro cactus, what term in ecology denotes a species that has a disproportionate influence?
Open maving.
Keystone.
It is keystone species. Yes, well done. 3 questions then open on rulers in Britain, Ireland, and continental Europe. Constantine the Great was proclaimed emperor in 306 and ruled until his death in 337. Which king of Scots reigned over the same span of years, from a 6 to a 37, 1100 years later?
1100, so it's 1400, isn't it? So that could be James the First of Scotland, maybe.
Are we happy with
James
that?
the First of Scotland.
Yeah. Nominate Maven. Oh, sorry, Payne.
James the First of Scotland.
It is, yes. Take the reign of Owain Gwynedd, the grandfather of Llewellyn the Great, and go forward 200 years. Who is on the throne of England?
Go forward 200 years from when?
I know nothing about Welsh history.
200 years, Llewellyn the Great.
Just name a monarch.
William the Conqueror, maybe. Say something like
No, later than that.
Say about 1300.
Say 1300.
that. Edward III.
Edward III.
It is Edward III. Yeah, definitely beats William the Conqueror, I can tell you.
Oh, okay.
Take the reign of Brian Boru as High King of Ireland and go forward 700 years. Who is on the throne of France?
So it's going to be one of the maybe Louis XIV, because it's 1700s possible.
Yeah, Louis XIV.
Well worked out. 6 minutes to go, plenty of time, Durham, and we know you like a late comeback. Here's a picture round. For your picture starter, you are going to see a painting. For 10 points, name the artist.
Durham Roberts.
Otto Dix.
No.
Open Westerman.
Mark.
Nope, I'll tell you, it was Paula Rago. Now, let's start the question now. In 1792, the Irish-born diplomat George Macartney departed from Portsmouth at the head of an impressive embassy to which empire?
Durham Ansell.
Qing Empire.
Yes, it is the Qing Empire, yes. Following on from Paula Rago's The Dance, which you saw for your picture starter, your picture bonuses will be 3 more paintings depicting dancers by the sea. And again, I just want you to name the artist in each case. First?
Oh, Hokusai or Hiroshige?
Yeah, I mean, it's 50-50, isn't it?
Hiroshige.
Yes. Secondly, this US artist.
Right. It's not
Whistler,
Cassatt.
who else is there?
It doesn't look like that.
Let's just
I
go
wouldn't say it's
Whistler.
Cassatt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Singer Sergeant. Singer Sergeant.
No, it's Winslow Homer. And finally?
Oh, Monk.
Monk, yeah.
Monk.
Yep, now let's start a question. Measured on various scales named for Leland Allen, Robert Mulliken and Linus Pauling, what concept in chemistry can be defined as the ability of an atom to attract electrons?
Durham Roberts.
Electronegativity.
Yes, your bonuses, Darren, the 2 questions on avant-garde cinema. Which Japanese artist and member of the Fluxus group created the 1967 film Bottoms, comprised of close-ups of people walking on a treadmill? Her written score for her film offered the instruction, string bottoms together in place of signatures for petition of peace.
Any ideas?
No, it's not.
pass.
Yoko Ono. Which Lithuanian-American filmmaker did the New York Times refer to as the godfather of American avant-garde cinema? The first film critic for The Village Voice, he founded the Filmmakers Cooperative alongside Andy Warhol and Jack Smith, and Anthology Film Archives with Stan Brakhage.
Lithuanian American, I don't know.
No, nothing. Pass.
It's Jonas Mekas. Which artist made Anemic Cinema in the 1920s, a 7-minute Dada film consisting of erotic puns spun in roto relief? He's also known for his so-called ready-mades.
Oh, dear. Duchamp, isn't it? Duchamp.
Yes, 4 minutes to go. Another starter question. Located in the middle of the heavily populated triangle between Paris, Brussels and Cologne, which sparsely populated forest plateau?
Durham Nash.
Yarden.
Yes, your bonuses there. The 3 questions on a novel by George Eliot. Eliot described which of her novels as a country story full of the breath of cows and the scent of hay? The story was inspired by a real case recounted to Eliot by her aunt of a young woman who killed her baby.
Silas Marmer, Middlemarch. Floss.
Not Romola.
Anything?
Felix Holt the Radical.
Nominate Brookfield Pertesini.
Felix Holt the Radical.
No, it's Adam Bede. The young squire in Adam Bede mentions books by the agriculturalist Arthur Young. Which British monarch contributed to Young's periodical under the name Ralph Robinson?
Charles II.
Which era are we talking?
It's
I
maybe
don't know
George
when
IV?
Adam Bede is set, but
George IV.
Go for
George
it.
IV.
No, it's George III, nicknamed Farmer George. In what year was Adam Bede first published? The same year saw the publication of Darwin's On the Origin of Species and
1859.
Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities.
1859.
Or is it 58?
I think it's 59.
Go 59.
1858.
It's 59. Another starter question. Referring to a greeting made by the angel Gabriel some months before the birth of Jesus, what 2 words denote both the titular spacecraft in a recent science fiction novel by Andy Weir and a long, desperate and often unsuccessful pass in American football?
Open Westerman.
Hail Mary.
It is the Hail Mary. Your bonuses are on geography. In each case, name the most populous town or city that lies on the English coast between the 2 named locations. All 3 answers end in the same 5 letters. First for 5 points, Portland Bill and the western end of the Solent.
Okay.
Could be.
Could be.
Yeah.
Do you want me to nominate you?
Come on.
Nominate Barber.
Weymouth.
No, it's Bournemouth. Weymouth's quite a lot smaller. Second, Lowestoft and the Wash.
Portsmouth. I have no idea.
Come on.
Portsmouth.
No, Great Yarmouth. Finally, Lizard Point and Torquay.
Torquay's in Devon, so it's...
Plymouth?
Could be Plymouth, yeah.
Plymouth.
Yes, now it's not a question. In 1770, which French mathematician published the first proof of the four-square theorem, examined by Fermat and others?
Open Barber.
Laplace.
No.
Durham Roberts.
Legendre.
No, it's Lagrange. Bad luck. Now start a question. I need a five-letter word here with an older sense of alive or animate. What short adjective appears at the beginning of archaic words for calcium oxide and mercury? And in a...
Durham Roberts.
Fixed.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. And in a still current term for liquefied sand that cannot support weight.
Open Maving.
Quick.
It is quick. Your bonus is open. 3 questions on zeros in particle physics. In the standard model of particle physics, what is the only particle to have zero spin?
What do you think?
Do we have any idea? Do we have muon? We've got...
Is it tau? No,
Come on.
neutrino.
Okay, yeah. Nominate Barber.
Neutrino?
Those are Higgs boson. Including the Higgs, but not counting antiparticles, how many elementary particles of the standard model have zero electric charge?
So, I'm going to
Come on.
nominate you, okay? Nominate Barber.
1.
No, it's 7. And how many of those also have zero mass according to the standard model?
Do we have any idea?
Come
Do you
on.
want me to nominate you? Nominate Barber.
0.
No, it's 2. Let's start the question. The author of more than 500 novels under various pseudonyms, John Creasy, was the founder in 1953 of which literary organisation, known by the abbreviation CWA, whose annual Crossed Red Herring Award was later renamed the Golden Dagger?
Open Westerman.
Crime Writers Association?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, your bonuses are 3 questions on ancient regions of... And at the Grand Dome of 115, we open up 180. I thought you were going to do it again. I thought you guys were going to pull off the most amazing comeback yet again from a similar score to last time, but I think Lagrange and Quicksand are going to stay with you and haunt you for quite a long time. You guys enjoyed yourselves?
Yes.
You've been absolutely terrific contestants. We loved having you. Thank you so much. Open, you did make that sort of needlessly stressful by disappearing for the first 10 minutes and then again towards the end. But in the end, a very impressive performance. Well done.
Thank you.
We shall see you again. And I hope we will see you again for another second round match. But until then, it is goodbye from Durham University.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Open University.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.